Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of reviewing Colts preseason games because I have nothing else to upload. This week, however, is different than the last week as the Colts win their first preseason game of the season against the Cardinals. A little bit closer than I would have liked. I feel like we could have blown them out, to be honest. But we played a good game. Of course, we lost last week to the Broncos. That one, our defense played terrible. This one, our defense didn't play too bad. They only allowed 13 points. People like Nick Cross, they were playing like nearly the whole game. They got essential reps. And overall, happy with how the team performed. Of course, since it was one of the late night games that ended at 10 p.m., at least in Eastern Standard Time, I usually put those at 1 o'clock. But I got a little lazy. You can see I'm recording this at 12:40. It'll still be up by 1, luckily. But enough of that. It doesn't show this on here, unfortunately. But the Cardinals lost because of fouls. One guy had 4 holdings. I think it was Christian Jones, if I'm not wrong. He'll probably show up in here. Not E. Jones. Looking for C. Jones. Not N. Jones either. Well, the guy's first name was Christian. And he had 4... It might have been Christian Thomas. No, that's Cameron Thomas. But there was a guy on the Cardinals that committed 3 holdings in one drive. It was 1st and 10 at like the 15. That got pushed back to like 1st and like 30 or something. 2nd 33. All because this guy wanted to keep fouling. They had like 10, 11, 12 fouls on the whole day. And there were always like 10-yard long penalties, kickoff penalties. We had their first kickoff penalty where you don't kick it in the zone that placed it at the 40. That was a good drive from us. Overall, all the fouls that they had lost them the game, especially since they won the turnover battle. They didn't turn over the ball once. We both threw an interception and fumbled the ball, and we still won because their turnovers were so bad and their offense was so bad. But other than that, let's actually get into the review. Our best QB of the day was arguably Slovis. But I feel like Bean, if he didn't have the interception, would have been our best QB. He went 7 for 9. He would have went 7 for 8 if that interception was never thrown. It was a bad interception too. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But, he's just a rookie. I'd like to see him like a Taysom Hill sort of thing, like what the Saints have. Because the Saints have Taysom Hill. He plays quarterback and tight end. And usually he just runs. And Bean's a good runner. He didn't run much. He ran 4 for 14 for a touchdown today. Yesterday, of course. It was on the 4th down, too. 4th and 1. That's what won us the game. But I feel like Bean played good. I think he'll fit in as our third stringer. Ellinger, I feel like he should be traded as a backup. I like Ellinger, but he would be our QB4. We have Anthony Richardson, Joe Flacco, and then a QB3. And I'd rather take Bean over Ellinger because Bean can run, and he could be like a good Taysom Hill kind of thing where he could throw and run when we need him. So I feel like Ellinger should be traded. A lot of people have said that. Slovis, I feel like he's not going to be on the team. He played all right today. 8 for 11, 79 yards. But overall, I wasn't impressed by everything he did. We had a total of 211 passing yards and 1 interception. No touchdowns over the air today. That's because we had 3 touchdowns on the ground. Scott, Goodson, and Bean all scored a touchdown, with Scott being the best running back of the day. 11 for 55. As long as 14 and got a touchdown. Goodson guy who dropped the ball last year. He ran 6 times for 35 yards. Hull, who got injured week 1 last year, he ran 4 for 26. He's that good third spot. Ellinger also ran 2 for 21 yards. Felton ran 9 for 13. He's probably not going to be on the team. And Slovis ran 1 time for 2 yards. We didn't have a big passing game today, but our biggest pass lead was Treadwell. He caught 7 balls. All of his balls were caught. And he caught 72 yards. Other than that, no one really recognizable except Ogletree. Gold fumbled the ball. He's probably not going to be on the team, unfortunately. Our defense, we had 3 sacks. One by Odabango. Yeah, I did not say that right. Sorry, man. Adebawore. And Land. We got a sack by Land. No interceptions, of course. 7 tackles for losses. And 59 total tackles. Like I said, Gold fumbled. Lost the ball. He has just a bad play. 2 kick returners. Goodson and Gold. Goodson technically played better. 1 for 29. Gold was also out in punt returns. 2 for 21. Strider, he punted 2 times for an average of 50. He had a good punt in 60, a long of 63, and it was inside the 20. Rigoberto Sanchez, pretty sure they said he had a child, so congratulations to him. But what I really want to talk about here, after I go through everything else, is Matt Gay. We'll get back to him, but he went 0 for 2. He made all 3 extra points, of course, but he missed both kicks, which is disappointing. For them, only Toon and Ritter came in and played. They both played pretty similarly. Benson was their main rusher, 9 for 43. Toon had a rushing touchdown. And Ritter had a negative 1 yards on a rush. Basilia caught 2 for 27, and Weaver also caught 2 for 27. No touchdowns over the air either for them. Their defense had 4 sacks, 1 interception. That interception was by Taylor Demonson. And 7 tackles for losses, along with 3 pass deflections. Clark forced the fumble on Gold, and Stills received the fumble. They had 3 kick returners. Their best one was Weaver. And 1 punt returner, Dallas. Prater could actually make their kicks. I mean, he kicked 2 perfect kicks, as long as 40, and he had 7 points. And their punter, Gilkin, his long is 64. He had 1 touchback and 4 inside the 20. One I saw, that was pretty good for punting for him. Move on. 34 on the dot for us, 26 for the Cardinals. Both had 10 drives. We had more plays than them, of course. We also had more yards per play, more touchdowns, more red zone attempts. 3 for 4. They went 1 for 3. We edge them out on passing, 190 to 132, with 5 more completions, 7 more attempts. We had 7 yards per play. They had 6.6, with neither of us getting passing touchdowns. We also edged them out on rushing, 166 to 100 on the dot. 37 attempts to 26, 4.5 yards per rush to 3.8. 3 rushing touchdowns to 1. And, of course, went over that already. Turnover battle, we lost it. 1 fumble, 1 interception. They did not throw or fumble. But back on to what I was talking about, Matt Gay. I'm concerned. I think he's missed 3 kicks already, if I'm not wrong. These are our last year stats, unfortunately. Yeah, it's showing the 2023 regular season. Of course, he obviously made one. But just to go back to the Broncos game, just to check. Yeah, he missed a kick too. And he was also taken out on extra points by Shredder. I don't really know why, of course, but he missed another kick. He's missed 3 kicks in the preseason. I mean, he's 1 for 4. He's 1 for 4. That's not good. So, and this was happening last year too. Ever since, I'm not making any sort of correlation, but ever since he had that child, all of a sudden he just wanted to suck. I mean, I don't know what's up with the guy. This is the same guy that made 4 50-yard kicks against the Ravens. That's the same guy. This is this season. Let me go back. That's the same guy that made 4 kicks. I mean, it's worrying. It's worrying. There should be no reason why he's missing all of these kicks. Let's go back in here. 5 for 5 field goals. 4 of them in the 50. First player to ever do that. And now he's missing all of his kicks. Or a lot of his kicks, and I don't know why. I'm hoping he can start to pick it up here. He's obviously in a rut. So, it's worrying, obviously. That's my one big takeaway from the game. But, glad we got the win, of course. Win's a win, even if it's in the preseason. Of course, not our starters. A lot of people won't even be playing. But, win's a win. First win since that Texans loss. Gonna pick up many more this season. Don't know if... Well, next video is gonna be the Colts game, of course. We play the Bengals, who are 0-2. It's on Amazon, and it's on 10 p.m. on a Thursday, so that video might not come out until 3 p.m. on Friday, maybe. But other than that, after the preseason's over, I'm planning to start the video I made last year with all the record predictions. That took a long time. I had to get all 32 teams and stuff like that, so I may be a little late this year, but I'm going to try to get that out. But other than that, that's all I have to say. See you on Friday, and